Hi, it's Ron Jones for Lean Berets. We're in Tucson, Arizona with Enid Whitaker, Managing Director of Bonnie Prudden Myotherapy and a physical education teacher herself. And we're here to talk to you about some illustrations that Bonnie Prudden used to draw herself. So Bonnie was quite an artist, and we have some poster boards we're going to be talking about, and this was part of her circuit training?
Circuit training and parkour, yeah.
Okay, and we want to talk about this one in particular because it's the dreaded flexion sit-up type movement that so many people find contraindicated today. So explain to us how Bonnie did this and why it's not the sit-up that people think it might be.
Well, sit-ups have gotten a bad name, just like ballistic stretch.
Right.
Because they weren't done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard about the GI backache.
Mm-hmm.
And those were backaches that happened when the GIs did 1 million sit-ups with their legs straight.
Right.
Then bent knee sit-ups got a bad name because people started hurting their necks. Well, they weren't in any condition anyway. And so, yeah, they hurt their necks.
Yeah.
And so when somebody can't do a sit-up, we start with what's called a roll down, which is the opposite of it.
The negative part.
The negative
Right.
part. So when you roll down, you're strengthening the abdominal muscles while lengthening them.
Right.
And it works 4 times as fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you get faster results. So if you're going to do a proper sit-up, the hands need to be behind the head,
Mm-hmm.
and you roll up to a sitting position. The knees are bent and the feet are held down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll back down very, very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do 1 million of them.
Right.
If you want to increase the strength, all you have to do is carry a weight bag,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 or 4, 8 pounds, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and just carry the weight so that you're carrying more weight as you do your sit-up and your roll down.
Right, but I found doing these the old way, with a lot of concentration, I don't need any sandbags. I mean, just my own body weight doing 10 of those, as you taught me, from the Bonnie
Mm-hmm.
Prudden methods, is plenty. And in my workshop in Phoenix recently, there was some ladies that couldn't get 1 rep off the floor, so I had them work on the negative part,
Mm-hmm.
just curling back down and unrolling basically. So that's a little bit about the history of the setup.
And sometimes people really do have a tailbone that sticks out and it hurts.
Right.
So what you do is you take a towel, a big
Mhm.
towel, fold it in thirds
Mhm.
lengthwise, and then fold the ends in so you have a little crevice for your tailbone.
Okay.
And then you can do your sit-ups without complaining and without any excuses for not
Right.
doing them.
And the idea with the Kraus-Weber test and that part of testing for abdominal strength or weakness was that you should be able to do at least 1, right? And so if you're that weak, then maybe that's something you should consider putting into your program.
The biggest problem as far as back pain, the cause of back pain,
Mm-hmm.
is weak abdominals and tight hamstrings.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't do 1 bent knee sit-up with your hands behind your neck and
Right.
your feet held down,
Right.
you have 50% chance of getting back pain if you don't already have it.
Right. It's you're part of your natural girdle's just not intact.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other half of that is the next
Mhm.
thing you have over there, right?
Right. Right.
Which is the flexibility bounce.
Right, we'll get into that one
Okay.
in the next video. So thank you. This is a little bit of a look at Bonnie Prudden's illustrations and the history and benefits of doing a proper curl-up.